Alaikum Saadi and Jawad. He is Ali.
Wow.
He just passed the exam last week. He did that training a couple of months ago. So he'll be sharing the lesson learned. And once he will finish it, if you have any questions, you can ask him. So I invited him just for this purpose. So you guys can also feel motivated. And I will upload the video on YouTube and everywhere. So everyone else can also get motivated that why and how to do the training, the lesson learned. So he will explain it. I will ask questions. If you have any questions, type it in the chat window. So I will tell him these questions by myself because it will be difficult for him. And again, it
Okay.
will be recorded. Okay. So let's just start and let the people join in the meanwhile. I will mute your mics or keep your mics mute. If you need something, please type it on the chat window. I will ask him directly. So, Assalamu alaikum, Ali. How are you?
Walaikum salam. Thank you very much, man. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
So, Ali, many, many congratulations again to get the
Yes.
PMB with above target, another milestone, which you have been doing,
Yeah,
I think, great during the exercise also.
yeah. Yes, another milestone, another star on the CV, whatever you call it, and all these things. Discussion with the peers and those stuff.
So, can
Yes.
you please explain your journey by yourself? I will not disturb you now. You speak how you did, how you found me, how you did the training, and how you found the training, and how you practiced with your routine. Like, everyone have a job. So, by working on a job and having a family and how to manage it, you explain them by more self by
Yeah.
yourself.
So, okay. So my name is Ali Raza. I am basically a senior risk consultant in a IT company here. It provides services to different vendors and all this stuff. So when we goes to client site, to execute these projects and all these things, so I found a lot of PMs there who are approaching us and all this stuff. They are PMP certified. So this is where I got the inspiration that I should also go for PMP certification and all these things. So I was just looking for a proper training platform and this type of uh, people or mentor who can guide me that how I can start and continue my journey related to PMP. So I think I saw in an advertisement in SSPC group, which is I was on the WhatsApp part of there. So I found it very relevant with me, so I just contacted Mr. Imran that I'm really interested to join this new PMP class and all this stuff. So I just enrolled there, and then we started these classes as per schedule and whatever the agenda we were having day by day, we were following this and all this stuff. So though I have a 10 years experience and all these things, but I learn a lot apart from certification part. I learn a lot from Imran that how to do things in a systematic way, standard way, which I can adopt in my professional life and all these things. Yes, of course, it was going through PMI standard that what PMI says and all these things, and I found few things which we are following as an IT consultant in our daily life, but it was not aligned to the framework or guidelines related to project management. So when we were going through these classes and all these things, so I was learning through those angles as well that this is how I should tailor my professional way of working with the projects and the colleagues, especially with the team members and the stakeholders and this stuff. And then when we were completing, there were, exercise questions. So we also got from Mr. Imran this methodology that how you will take up these questions, because what what we used to get in classes that in exam, what you will find is the mindset. Don't go here and there. Means we have PMP manual and all these things. You can have a lot of other stuff which is writing and presentation, fancy type of documents which can explain you a lot of these things. But you need a proper, uh, you know, a mentor or consultant who can guide you that what type of mindset you should take from this knowledge area and all these things. So that approach I like very much. Yeah, presentation was there. It was structured as per the requirement and all these things. But when we were switching to whiteboard and we were discussing that, what should be the flow, what should be your takeaways, and your some sort of mind mapping when you are revising this stuff after 4 days complete schedule. That really helped me a lot, because whenever I was free in my during my work time, if I think that meeting will start 15 minutes, so what I used to do is, on same which Mr. Imran is doing on the whiteboard, I used to open a rough paper, and I used to draw these diagrams and all these things, that what's supposed to be happen in procurement and all these things, and I used to repeat them. I made up my mind that at least I will not spend 3 days where I have not revised a particular knowledge area as per that flow and all these things. So I was not going very hard that I should be spending 2 to 3 hours, dedicated hours, for that particular thing. Whenever I was finding some sort of a time and all this stuff, so I was going in sequence, same sequence, SSC, QP, RR, PEX, taking those knowledge areas and mastering them and keep repeating them and all these things. And when you write something as a diagram and all these things, my belief is that it's work better than if you are reading something and all this. It's a different world of perception and these things. So that that is advantage I got during those classes and all these things. And in fact, in my notes, I have this 11 to 12 pages where I have this agile mindset and these knowledge areas, one page for those stuff to repeat those things. And then the approach, definitely approach how to take these questions and these stuff. Then we get motivation from Mr. Imran that now you should go for exams, which is in the simulator. So attempt those exams and all this stuff, and sitting, making that particular stamina for full exam. You need, 3 to 4 hour dedicated time, reading those questions, and according to the mindset, you have to give answers to those. And then we got results on those particular exams. And all those questions which were mentioned in simulator, they were relevant to the mindset, relevant to the exams which last week I have given. So I almost find, you can say, 99 point something, which you can say like Six Sigma percentage, that whole mindset was from that study. And I didn't find difficulty that it's something new or it's out of a syllabus and all these things, apart from one or two stuff. That's it. So this is how it worked. Then we share our results, what we were getting on the simulator with Mr. Imran. We got a feedback that go through those questions which you have wrong answer, read the explanation, and after reading this explanation, we re-attempted all those, and then our percentage increased sharply. It was, in first attempt, it was around 65, between 68 to 75% break. Then it went to 85 to 92. Then we got a motivation from Mr. Imran that now you are prepared. So don't wait and all these things. Get a slot, sit an exam, and don't do extra overthink. You are prepared. So I was missing the, or you can say, left side of my brain. It was saying that you should open PMP, this book, which is in your membership, the PDF document, at least once, so that you can see that what is going on and all these things. But when I got this 2 to 3 times from Mr. Imran that no, go for exam. You are prepared and all these things, so it will be done. Then I just booked the slot and went to exam. So my exam experience was also very smooth, and I was expecting that it would have been the same difficulty level, or that what is there in simulator and all these things, because you will find different exams in simulators. It's gradually, it is also increasing the pace toward difficulty, but in real exam I found it a bit easy, and it was almost related to the mindsets and those things. So I already made up my mind that I will spend for first 60 questions around 70 minutes. I will give next section, which is the second half of 60 questions, around 80 minutes. Then rest of 100 minutes I will give to the last section, because my calculation was this, that one half will be easy, one will be moderate, and the one will be difficult, and it will come random that which one is difficult, which one is moderate, and all these things. But to my surprise, what I found that is first one was it was easy. Second was also similar like first one. Third was slightly difficult, you can say, from one and two. So I spent 60 minutes on the first half and around same 70 minutes on the second, and the rest of the time on, on the last 60 questions. So during exam, I also marked, questions. So I got in 5 to 6 minutes at the end of each section so that I can review back those questions. And I also changed, means after reading the questions again, one or two questions, and I took my 10 minutes break and I utilized them for stretching, means taking water and just to, stand up and all this stuff. And then finally I got a result that I'm passed and PMP certified.
Great. Thank you very much, Ali. It was a very good explanation. I didn't disturb you also, so you can maintain the flow. And I didn't give the script to read it, so you were reading by yourself. So
Yeah,
yeah, there
so
were some questions that how much percentage of the question were there in simulator. So he already said around 99% you will find similar mindset or similar questions. It can never be similar questions. It's actually the mindsets which you
yeah.
need to understand.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I
regarding
would say around 40 to 50%, even you will feel that they are similar with options, not exactly similar.
exactly,
What they are talking about is stakeholder and all these things are there, all this stuff. But the big percentage, it was the mindset, that what is going on in the question, what should be your proper response. And as I'm saying, once this mindset is clear to you, you will not go to option A, B, C, D. Once you will read the scenario, your brain will click that where is this option. If
exactly,
requirement is missing, uncertainty is there, and all this stuff, and they want to go quickly to the market, where is MVP? Where is prototyping and all this stuff? So you
yes,
will try to look for those options before reading, these options. So this is what I call that mindset is clear to you. So now these questions are easy to you. So yes, it's
and
to reply to that
this what when we did
question.
our in our sessions also, if you remember, we were keep repeating those Saturday sessions that look, when you're reading the question, answer should be in your mind. You should have a pop-up that this is the answer and
Yes.
you need to track it.
Yeah. So this is what I was saying is, during when you will take these classes, during questions, you will get a lot of these scenarios. So just try to master those things, that how to answer those questions. You will not get it somewhere else. Like sometime scenario is complex and all these things, but when you will read options, this one, two, three options, you will find they are either irrelevant or they are talking the same thing. So means there were some questions I used to say to Mr. Imran that, okay, I read the question, but because these three options are same, so I'm directly going to this option D before reading the question. So he said, yes, you are doing a smart thing, but I will not recommend you that you should not read a question at to be on the safe side. You should read the question and do these things. But for selecting option, your mindset is correct that if three options they are same or synonyms and all these things, then definitely you will strike through them and you will go for the appropriate option.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Ali, again, and for your motivations. The people who are sitting here, I used to keep doing the sessions on Saturdays for the live question solving sessions only for my students, not for the outside people. And then I used to keep repeat the whole session like we did after coming to USA. I did a whole session for 10 days where we solved the questions on every knowledge area. So
Yes,
Ali
yes.
was disconnected for a while also because he has some
Yeah, that was
situations. And then he
that
joined
was
back for 10 days. And so if you want to know, he studied 10 days and set an exam. This is his point.
yeah. If yeah, I'm 100% agreed on that. That if mindset is clear to you, and you are using this simulator properly, giving time and all these things, it should not take you more than 3 weeks for your journey for PMP. You should have a certificate in your hand. two
And this is
weeks
what
of
my
study.
promise when I told you, right? 3 weeks or 25 days. Even in my marketing thing, I write I pass the PMP in 25 days, right? Learn and
Yeah,
pass
yeah,
in
it was
25
also
days.
yeah, it was also there, and I was thinking that maybe it is for some super students or those who are doing and all these things is some sort of a statistical sampling. But I 100% agree that if you are taking these flow and take that mindset and these things on whiteboard and how to answer these questions and all these things, then it's enough. 10 to 12 days for study and then 1 week just plain your exam. And in fact, before last day on the exam, I did not practice any questions. Next day when I was having exam and all these things, a lot of things were coming in my mind that I should open a YouTube and do some sample test and all these stuff and these things. Then I preferred to the same approach. I opened these 6 to 7 screenshots which Mr. Imran has sent during the sessions, and I was going through mindset that how is the flow and all these things. And then after a good sleep, I went to the exam, and it was very much smooth.
Great. Thanks a lot, Ali. I will not ask you to speak more. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. You guys have
Yeah.
any question, you can put it on the chat window. If not, then let's Ali go. He has to go also. He's traveling tomorrow to Pakistan to enjoy his vacation. And this is what, exactly the same thing I did when I passed in 2017. The day I had exam, next day was my flight. So after coming from the exam, after passing the exam, I took the bag and then went to the airport directly. So it's kind of a similar thing. Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ali. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Fine.
Thank you
So
very
see
much.
you on the chat. Take care.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.